Dear Cancer, there is a deep, ancient current that pulls us toward the messages we are truly ready to receive. Your soul, a vessel of profound feeling and memory, has navigated the vast ocean of distraction to arrive at this quiet harbor, because there is a truth here waiting to meet you. This is a space for the heart that feels everything: the unspoken sorrows in a room, the subtle shifts in a loved one's energy, the weight of memories that others have long forgotten. You, dear Cancer, are the keeper of the sacred waters of emotion, and sometimes that tide can feel overwhelming. Before we delve deeper, I want you to feel seen in this moment. If you feel comfortable, I invite you to share a quiet truth in the comments below. Simply write, "My heart is ready to heal." By writing these words, you are not just leaving a comment, you are making a gentle, sacred promise to yourself, anchoring your intention in this very moment. Remember that you are, and have always been, the master of your own destiny. These words are not meant to dictate your future, but to illuminate the path your soul is already walking. They are offerings, lanterns to light your way. If a message does not resonate with the deep truth in your heart, simply let it drift by, like a cloud passing in the sky. Today, the universe is whispering a powerful message directly to your soul. It speaks of a great turning of the tide. You may have felt stuck, as if you were treading water in a sea of doubt and past disappointments. But a cosmic shift is occurring. The waters are no longer pulling you back. They are beginning to carry you forward, toward a shore you have only dreamed of. This is the time to finally take that step, the one your soul has been aching to take, toward the life that is truly yours. Your intuition, that deep, inner knowing that has always been your most faithful guide, is sharpening now. It is becoming a beacon, cutting through the fog of confusion. That quiet voice within you, the one that whispers in the still moments of the night, is urging you forward. Do not dismiss it. The path that once seemed blocked or shrouded in uncertainty is now clearing. The celestial energies are aligning, not to force you, but to support you, to hold you as you move with a newfound sense of purpose. This turning of the tide brings with it a necessary reckoning, particularly in the realm of your connections. The Five of Swords has appeared, and this card speaks not of a battle to be fought, but of one that has already ended. It points to a conflict, a disagreement, or a painful disconnect from your past. Perhaps you won the argument, or you stood your ground, but you were left with a hollow feeling, the silence that follows a storm. You may have secured your position, but at what cost to your peace? The message here is not to revisit the fight, but to acknowledge the wound it left behind. That victory felt empty because it was a battle you never should have had to fight in the first place. This card is a gentle reminder to release the ghost of that conflict, to let go of the need to be right, and to instead seek what is true, your own inner peace. And just as you release that old, stagnant energy, the universe offers you a profound gift. The Ace of Pentacles emerges, a symbol of a new, tangible beginning. This is not just a vague promise of good things to come. This is a seed. It is a real, golden opportunity being placed directly into your hands. After a long period of emotional turmoil, or financial instability. The universe is offering you solid ground to stand on. All the silent work you have done, the emotional labor, the quiet acts of kindness, the nights you spent tending to your own or others' wounds is now ready to bear fruit. The seeds you planted in what felt like barren soil are beginning to sprout. Keep your heart open. Dear Cancer, this opportunity may not arrive with a loud fanfare, but as a quiet offering, a gentle nudge, a door that opens unexpectedly. Trust that you are being given the resources you need, not just to survive, but to truly thrive. Yet, as you step into this new beginning, you may feel the need to protect it. The Seven of Wands speaks to this. It shows a figure standing firm, defending their ground. This is you, dear Cancer, learning to protect your sacred space. You are being called to stand in your truth, to guard your newfound peace and stability from those who may not understand it. There may be people from your past, or even voices within your own mind, that try to pull you back into old patterns of self-doubt or emotional chaos. This card is your permission slip to say no. It is a validation of your boundaries. Your clarity and your conviction are your most powerful shields. You do not have to justify your peace to anyone. You have earned it. But what happens when the very foundation of your life is shaken, not by an external force, but by a divine one? The Tower has appeared. Many fear this card, but for a soul like yours, it is often a profound blessing in disguise. The Tower represents a sudden, and often startling, dismantling of old structures that no longer serve your highest good. That shell you have so carefully built around your heart for protection, for comfort, may have become a prison. The Tower is the loving, cosmic force that cracks that shell open, not to harm you, but to set you free. It can manifest as a sudden revelation in a relationship, a career path that comes to an abrupt end, or an undeniable truth that rises to the surface. It is a moment of radical, uncomfortable honesty. Someone from your past may return, but this time, the dynamic is different. The illusions are shattered. There is nowhere left to hide. This is not a punishment. It is a liberation. It is the universe clearing away the debris so that you can rebuild on a foundation of pure, unshakable truth. And what is born from the rubble of the Tower, the Lovers. This card is so much more than a simple choice between two people. It represents a sacred alignment, a moment when you must choose the path that resonates with your deepest values, your soul's true calling. After the old structures have fallen, you are left standing in a space of pure potential. Do you rebuild the same old walls, or do you build a new life based on love and authenticity? If someone from your past returns seeking reconciliation, the decision is not about them. It is about you. The choice is whether their presence aligns with the new, authentic self that has emerged from the crucible of your experiences. The Lover's card speaks of a deep, harmonious connection that is possible now, but only if it is built on the solid ground of truth and mutual respect. Finally, after the storm of the Tower and the profound choice of the Lovers, a gentle light begins to shine. The star appears, bringing with it a wave of healing, hope, and serenity. This is the quiet moment after the rain, when the air is clear and you can see the vast, starlit sky This card is a promise that your emotional and spiritual wounds are healing. It is an invitation to trust in the flow of life once more, to let go of the pain of the past, and to know, in the deepest part of your being, that you are being guided. Your path is illuminated. Dear Cancer, even if you cannot see the entire journey ahead, trust that the future is filled with grace and promise. You are reconnected to the cosmic source, and your spirit is finally at peace. Let's now walk through how these powerful energies may weave themselves into the fabric of your life. In matters of the heart, a profound transformation is underway. If you are in a partnership, the old dynamic of tiptoeing around issues or holding on to silent resentments is no longer sustainable. The Tower may have brought a necessary crisis or a moment of truth that forced you both to look at the relationship with new eyes. Have you been burying your own needs to keep the peace? Have you been replaying old arguments, even in silence? The time for that is over. This is your moment to find new ways to connect, to rebuild your bond on a foundation of honesty. I recall a woman who, after a difficult period with her partner, decided to stop waiting for him to plan a date. She simply lit 2 candles at their kitchen table one evening and said, "Let's just sit here together," with no expectations. That small, simple act of creating a new ritual broke a years-long cycle of waiting and disappointment. Surprise your partner, not with grand gestures, but with small, genuine acts of presence. Rekindle the passion, not by force, but by creating a safe space for it to breathe again. If you have been locked in a standoff where each of you is waiting for the other to apologize, I ask you, dear Cancer, what is more important, your pride or your peace? Let go of the need to be right. Be the one to break the ice. Your union is a garden, and it is worth tending to. And if you are single, this is a sacred time of coming home to yourself. You are not the same person you were a year ago, or even a month ago. You have shed old skins, healed old wounds, and your energy is radiating a new kind of light. This magnetism is attracting new people into your orbit. It is a wonderful time to have fun, to meet new souls, but do so with gentle discernment. Your generosity of spirit is a beautiful gift, but not everyone is ready to receive it with the care it deserves. I am not asking you to be guarded, but to be wise. Be mindful of where you invest your precious emotional energy. A wise teacher once told me, "Do not offer your deepest waters to those who only intend to quench a momentary thirst. Enjoy the connections, welcome the friendships, and know that a true romance can only blossom when someone is ready to honor the sacred depths of your soul. Give them a chance to know you as you truly are now healed, whole, and radiant in the realm of your work and finances." The Ace of Pentacles signals a long-awaited turning point. For so long, you may have felt that your efforts were invisible, that your contributions were undervalued, but the universe sees everything, every late night, every moment of dedication, every time you poured your heart into your work. It has all been recorded. Now, that energy is returning to you in a tangible form, an unexpected job offer, a new stream of income, a project that finally gets the green light. These are not strokes of luck. They are the harvest of your past efforts. However, as this new abundance flows in, be mindful. When we have lived in a state of lack for a long time, A sudden influx can tempt us to overspend, as if to make up for lost time. Remember the wisdom of the earth. A good harvest is meant to sustain you through all seasons, not just for a single feast. Financial stability is within your reach, but it requires the same gentle care and patience that you give to everything you love. Balance your joy with wisdom. This is also a time to trust your financial intuition. You have a deep, instinctual sense of value. Trust that feeling. If an investment or a career move feels right in your gut, it likely is. You are moving into a phase of continued growth, but it requires you to remain centered in your long-term goals. Within your family, your role as the emotional anchor is being highlighted. The Seven of Wands suggests you may find yourself defending your loved ones, or perhaps defending your own peace from family dynamics that drain you. There may be old family disputes that resurface, echoes of the Five of Swords. If so, know that they are coming up not to haunt you, but to be healed. You have the strength and the compassion to facilitate this healing. But remember this, dear Cancer, you cannot pour from an empty cup. Your protective nature is a gift, but you must also protect yourself. I once worked with a man who was the emotional caretaker for his entire family. He absorbed everyone's problems, mediated every argument, and was left utterly exhausted. His healing began the day he learned to say, "I love you, but I cannot carry this for you." Sometimes, the most loving thing you can do is to hold your own boundary, be present for your family, offer a listening ear, but do not take on their burdens as your own. The Tower's energy may also bring a sudden shift in family dynamics, a secret revealed, a change in a relationship. This can be unsettling, but it is clearing the way for a more honest way of relating to one another. Embrace the transformation and trust that you are all growing, even if it feels painful in the moment. Your energy, dear soul, is precious. And on a negative note, you must be careful not to get distracted from your own sacred goals because you feel so much. It can be tempting to retreat into the comfort of your home, abandoning the very activities that will lead to your growth. Remember the ultimate vision you have for your life and take one small step toward it today. Also, be mindful of your words, especially when you feel emotional. An impulsive, reactive comment, spoken in a moment of stress, can cause a wound that is difficult to heal. A wise proverb says that a harsh word, once spoken, is like a feather in the wind. You can never truly take it back. Take a deep breath before you speak. Let your words be a reflection of the deep, loving heart that resides within you. Dear Cancer, this journey of yours has been one of profound feeling, of carrying burdens seen and unseen. You have navigated the choppy waters of conflict and emerged into the clear light of healing. You have faced the shattering of old illusions and are now ready to make choices from a place of deep soul alignment. You have waited long enough. You have hoped long enough. Now is the time to receive. The universe is conspiring in your favor, not because you have earned it through struggle, but because you are and have always been worthy of it. Trust the tide that is carrying you forward. Trust the solid ground beneath your feet. And most of all, trust the quiet, unwavering star of hope that shines within your own heart. Thank you for allowing me to share this space with you. Your soul is a testament to the power of love and resilience. If these words have resonated with you, I invite you to click the like button and subscribe, creating a small anchor for yourself in this vast digital sea, a safe harbor you can return to whenever you need a reminder that you are not alone on this sacred journey. May you walk forward in grace, in peace, and in the full knowing of your immeasurable worth. I will see you in the next one.